The late 1970s gave us smooth melodies, heartfelt lyrics, and radio hits that still feel like a warm summer evening. From love ballads to breezy sing-alongs, soft rock ruled car stereos and living rooms alike. These songs weren't just background music. They were the soundtrack of first crushes, road trips, and quiet nights under the stars. Let's rewind to the era of mellow grooves and timeless romance with 15 soft rock favorites from the late 70s you still know by heart. Number 1. Babe, Styx, 1979. Styx wasn't known for tender ballads, but Babe changed that. Released in late 1979, it became their first and only #1 pop hit, a soft rock farewell that closed out the decade with pure emotion. Written by Dennis DeYoung for his wife, the song started as a personal recording and wasn't even meant for release. The band convinced him otherwise, and it quickly soared up the charts. Built around gentle piano, airy harmonies, and DeYoung's heartfelt vocals, Babe captured a vulnerability rarely heard from arena rockers. Its message of parting and love resonated with millions, especially as the 70s faded into a new era. Even today, Babe feels like the final slow dance of the decade. Tender, nostalgic, and impossible to forget. Number 2. What a Fool Believes, The Doobie Brothers, 1979. The Doobie Brothers took soft rock to perfection with What a Fool Believes. Written by Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins, it became one of 1979's smoothest and smartest hits. Built on McDonald's soulful keyboard groove and soaring falsetto, the track captured the sleek yacht rock sound that came to define the late 70s. Its story of a man clinging to lost love struck a chord with anyone who's ever struggled to move on. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 and swept the 1980 Grammys for Record and Song of the Year, a rare achievement for a pop rock band. Even today, its shimmering production and bittersweet tone make it an essential listen for anyone who loves the sound of late 70s sophistication. Number 3. Escape, the Pina Colada Song, Rupert Holmes, 1979. There's something irresistibly cheeky about Escape. Released at the end of 1979, it was the final #1 song of the decade, and one of the most memorable story songs ever written. Rupert Holmes crafted a clever tale of romantic boredom turned surprise reunion. A man answers a personal ad, only to discover he's been writing to his own partner all along. The tropical rhythm, witty lyrics, and sing-along chorus. If you like pina coladas, made it feel like pure sunshine on the radio. It hit number. One again in early 1980, bridging two eras of pop with humor and charm. More than 40 years later, it's still impossible to hear those opening chords without smiling and maybe craving a drink with an umbrella in it.
Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home, we got down to the gate.
Number 4, Reminiscing, Little River Band, 1978. Few songs live up to their title as perfectly as Reminiscing. The Little River Band's 1978 hit is pure nostalgia in melody form. Smooth, jazzy chords and Glenn Shorrock's relaxed vocal delivery create a feeling that's both romantic and reflective. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of the most played songs in radio history, earning millions of airplays. Lyrically, it paints scenes of quiet evenings, old love, and timeless music, even referencing Cole Porter and Glenn Miller. Frank Sinatra once called it the best song of the decade, and it's easy to see why. Reminiscing makes you feel like you've lived its story, even if you haven't. Number 5, Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty, 1978. Baker Street is one of those songs that stops you in your tracks the moment the saxophone starts. Released in 1978, it became Jerry Rafferty's biggest hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. That soaring sax line, played by Raphael Ravenscroft, gave the song its soul. Smooth, melancholy, and unforgettable. Lyrically, it's about chasing dreams and trying to find meaning amid city life, themes that resonated deeply in the late 70s. Rafferty's reflective tone and the track's jazzy groove blurred the line between pop and art, helping define soft rock's sophistication. Even today, Baker Street feels timeless, a mix of longing and calm that captures what late-night radio used to sound like when the world finally slowed down. Number 6, Baby Come Back, Plea, 1977. With its silky harmonies and smooth bass line, Baby Come Back became an instant classic. The Los Angeles band Plea hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in early 1978 with their very first single. The song's hook, Baby Come Back, You Can Blame It All on Me, is impossible not to sing along with. A mix of blue-eyed soul and soft rock, it perfectly captured the yearning and regret of late 70s love songs. Its polished production and heartfelt vocals made it a radio staple that still turns up in commercials and films. Even now, that opening riff feels like a time capsule, instantly transporting listeners back to the golden glow of 1978. Number 7, Just the Way You Are, Billy Joel, 1977. Billy Joel's Just the Way You Are is soft rock romance distilled to perfection. Released in 1977, it became his first top 10 hit and swept the 1979 Grammys for Record and Song of the Year. Its gentle electric piano intro sets the mood, while Joel's tender voice delivers one of pop's most heartfelt messages of unconditional love.
I just want someone I've come this far.
The saxophone solo by Phil Woods adds warmth and sophistication, turning a simple love song into something timeless. Listeners were drawn to its sincerity, a promise to love someone without wanting them to change. Decades later, it's still a wedding dance favorite and a reminder that genuine affection never goes out of style.
And the moment that you wonder,
Number 8, How Deep Is Your Love? Bee Gees, 1977. Amid disco fever, The Bee Gees slowed things down with pure romance. How Deep Is Your Love revealed their softer, more emotional side.
In a world of fools, breaking us down.
Featured on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, it topped the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed in the top 10 for a stunning 17 weeks. The song's lush harmonies and tender lyrics made it an instant classic, the kind of ballad couples played on repeat.
Living in a world of fools, breaking us down. You're my savior when I'm old.
Even today, its sincerity feels timeless. When Barry Gibb asks that question, how deep is your love? It still melts hearts, smooth, sophisticated, and endlessly replayable. It's one of the greatest love songs ever recorded, embodying everything soft rock was meant to be. Dreams drifts through heartbreak, while How Deep Is Your Love dives straight into devotion. Which one speaks closer to your idea of love? Number 9, Dreams, Fleetwood Mac, 1977. Few songs capture the wistful beauty of the late 70s like Dreams. Written and sung by Stevie Nicks, it became Fleetwood Mac's only U.S. #1 single. The song's gentle rhythm, smooth bass line, and hazy harmonies make it feel like floating through a memory. It's tender, yet quietly defiant, a breakup song disguised as a soft rock lullaby. Created during the band's turbulent Rumors sessions, Dreams somehow turned emotional chaos into timeless calm. Its hypnotic groove and ethereal lyrics resonated then, and again decades later when it went viral on social media. Reintroducing it to a new generation, Dreams remains proof that even heartache can sound beautiful when wrapped in melody and honesty.
We could get together for a while.
Number 10, I'd Really Love to See You Tonight, England Dan and John Ford Coley, 1976. Soft rock perfection doesn't get smoother than this. I'd Really Love to See You Tonight captured the easygoing warmth of 1976 and became the duo's signature hit. Its opening line, "Hello, yeah, it's been a while," instantly pulls listeners into a late-night conversation filled with nostalgia and quiet affection.
Along the beach, or stay at home and watch it tonight. I won't ask for pardon.
The song's gentle acoustic groove and melodic harmonies made it a staple of easy listening radio across America. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and hit number.
Yes, I really just wanted to talk to you. And
1 on the easy listening chart. Even today, it defines the term yacht rock, smooth, relaxed, and endlessly replayable.
don't have to lie. We both play that game.
Whether it's an old flame or a favorite memory, this tune always feels like reconnecting with something you never really lost.
I must have been through about 1,000,000.
Number 11, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, Elvin Bishop, 1976. Elvin Bishop was known more for his guitar than his vocals, but this smooth ballad changed everything. Featuring a young Mickey Thomas on lead vocals, Fooled Around and Fell in Love became Bishop's biggest hit, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1976. The track's soulful delivery, shimmering guitar tone, and warm production gave it a romantic glow that stood out from the rock scene of the time. It's a song about unexpected love, simple, direct, and universally relatable. When Bishop sings, you can almost feel the surprise of finally meeting the one. From movie soundtracks to classic rock radio, Fooled Around and Fell in Love continues to charm listeners with its mix of heart and pure 1970s soul. Number 12, If You Leave Me Now, Chicago, 1976. When Chicago released If You Leave Me Now, fans heard a softer, more emotional side of the band. Sung by Peter Cetera, the lush ballad soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned 2 Grammy Awards. Its orchestral strings, brass flourishes, and heartfelt vocals turned it into an instant classic, a breakup song wrapped in beauty. The line, "You'll take away the biggest part of me," became one of the most memorable pleas in 70s pop. Even decades later, the song's warmth and sincerity still touch listeners, proving that love, loss, and melody never go out of style. Number 13, Miracles, Jefferson Starship, 1975. Miracles floated across the airwaves like a dream. Released in 1975, it showed Jefferson Starship at their smoothest and most romantic. Written and sung by Marty Balin, the song's gentle rhythm, soulful vocals, and haunting organ line made it unlike anything else on the charts. It became the band's highest charting single, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and proving their transition from psychedelic rock to mellow pop worked perfectly. The track's sensual tone and extended album version only deepened its hypnotic pull, a late-night favorite for slow dances everywhere. Miracles remains one of the era's most elegant soft rock ballads, proof that even rock bands had a tender side in the mid-70s.
Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so...
Number 14, Sister Golden Hair, America, 1975. Warm, breezy, and unmistakably Californian, Sister Golden Hair is soft rock comfort at its best.
Thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair surprise.
America already had a loyal following, but this track, produced by Beatles legend George Martin, took them to another level. Its acoustic guitar intro and easy tempo made it a perfect radio companion for long drives and lazy afternoons.
But it doesn't mean you ain't been on trying to fake it. I don't mind saying I just can't make it.
Lyrically, it walks that line between romance and hesitation, reflective, relatable, and effortlessly cool. When it reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in June 1975, it cemented America's sound as the voice of mellow 70s radio, a sound we still can't resist revisiting. Both Love Will Keep Us Together and Sister Golden Hair radiate 70s warmth. One joyful, one reflective. Which one instantly brings you back to that golden era? Number 15, Love Will Keep Us Together, Captain and Tennille, 1975. Few songs captured mid-70s optimism quite like this one. Love Will Keep Us Together wasn't just a hit, it was the sound of 1975. Its joyful piano rhythm and bright harmonies turned it into an instant feel-good anthem. Written by Neil Sedaka, the track perfectly matched Captain and Tennille's upbeat chemistry. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks and even became Billboard's #1 song of the year. That's how big its impact was. The song also won the Grammy for Record of the Year, sealing the duo's legacy in pop history. Decades later, its message of love and loyalty still feels timeless, the kind of tune that makes you smile before you even realize you're singing along. From the joyful optimism of "Love Will Keep Us Together" to the wistful goodbye of "Babe," these songs remind us why late 70s soft rock still holds such power. They weren't just chart hits, they were stories of love, hope, and second chances, carried by smooth melodies that felt like sunshine through the radio. Whether you remember hearing them back then or you've just discovered them, each track still connects through warmth and honesty. So, tell me, which one of these soft rock classics do you still hum along to without even realizing it?